Warning, if the video, title, and description went over your head, let me be really clear on what you're about to watch. This is a backyard hunting video, which helps keep the population of pests under control. The bonus, some of these guys actually taste pretty dang good. If hunting and pest control offend you, don't watch. It's simple. So with that behind us, let's get on with the video. EDgun Leshiy presents Squirrel Hunting with 30 cal tracers. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you for the support. The channel is under constant attack from miserable people whom report my videos in an attempt to try and control the type of content that you get to see on YouTube. The good news, you all jumped in and helped me fight back by subscribing, liking, and dropping some comments. My only weapon against these losers is you guys, so I appreciate that support. It takes just a few seconds to hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, or hit the like button. But every time you do so, it's a swift kick to the snowflakes and motivation for me to continue dropping some bangers to entertain you all. If you want to go all out after watching this video, check out the best of EDgun Leshiy playlist and just let her rip. Every watch minute melts a snowflake. True story. So thanks again, guys, and let's get back to it. Man, I love this caliber. Today I'll be using the 50 grain JSBs in both the Leshiy 2 and the Leshiy Classic throughout this video. To make the tracers, I painted the skirts using a new paint kind of tray system from a little company called Field Pro that I covered a couple videos ago. I'll throw a link in the description if you want to go check that out. This one was a little high. Let's watch it again, but you can see it just froze this dude. It was instant lights out. Man, the Dirty 30 just hits different. Overkill? Yeah, of course. But you're not going to get many runners with this caliber, that's for sure. I'm going to blur out my paint job just a little bit. Just not quite the right shade of red. Still a little fresh. This one was just a perfect shot. The pellet didn't even pass through. It just went right down its body. It was lodged actually near the back leg. When I cut off the tail for my neighbor's nephew, I found it. This one drifted on me a bit, but the concussion alone shut the lights off. The biggest issue I have with this caliber is really more about supply. There's not a ton of air guns out there that shoot the 50 grain from JSB very well, so they don't make a ton of these, I guess. But listen, I'm not complaining. In the context of ammo right now, we're swimming in pellets in comparison. Let me pause the action for just a second to thank today's video sponsor, Olight. They have a sale starting tomorrow on a few items, a couple of which I am going to show you here real quick. The first is this limited edition Olight pen in blue. It's a bolt action pen and light combo. So you simply unscrew the top and plug in the included USB cable, get yourself all charged up. And then just at the top, there's a little clicky button that you can kind of toggle between, I think it's 3 or 4 different brightness levels. The pen writes really well just as a pen, right? That's important. It's super light, especially considering all my other pens are copper. I actually have the copper version of this pen as well, but my daughter stole it. My other daughter laid claims to this one too because she loves blue. Man, I gotta be honest, my kids getting into this EDC game has hit my wallet hard. Speaking of daughters, I'm gonna be mounting the other light that I'm gonna show you here included in the sale onto their EDgun Leshiy Classic. We call this guy Mr. Pink. I wish I had a Leshiy as a kid. Man, these are some spoiled kids, and I'm thinking about it. I can't complain, though. The Red Rider I had served me well. This little light is called the PL Mini 2 Valkyrie, which packs a punch with 600 lumens out to 100-meter throw, and I'm going to show you here in my indoor range in just a second. It's absolutely tiny and has an integrated Picatinny release mount. Which makes it super convenient. What's unique about this mount, though, is that you can slide it up and down this little kind of rail that they have. This is a big deal if you're throwing this on a pistol, especially, as you can pull right against that trigger guard so that the on-off throws are accessible with your trigger finger. I'm going to drop a link in the description for the sale, and if you happen to be watching this after the sale is over, then go ahead and use the promo code EDGUN. This will get you 10% off any non-sale items at any point. So, all right, so thanks again to Olight for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the action. These next two were back-to-back. Chipmunks are actually super aggressive with food, and you'll see them scare off squirrels all the time, at least in my yard. This guy, all he did was win the race of getting grease first, and boy, did he get it. YouTube, if you're watching it, that was peanuts going flying. Those are peanuts, not brains. Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit of it inside of it. The rest is peanuts. All right, now here's a squirrel now. You can actually see his nemesis behind him as I panned out there. This one was just an absolute laser beam. I'm going to really slow it down and watch. I was able to capture it right here. Look how sick. Holy moly. I have these a little out of order. I haven't seen this. This one was actually before those last two. This is a little low, but the 30 made up for it and really started to paint that newer board underneath. You'll see. In this one, I'm using the ATN Binox 4Ks to film. I'll split screen it here in just a second. It's filming now, and then here in just a second it'll be on the left. I can't get over how badass these things are. I'll drop a link in the description for them, as I think there's actually a sale going on. I mean, look at that. You can see the pellet track. Yeah, just a little low, but it didn't matter. That just went right down his throat into the vitals. It was lights out. And a little paint. Oops. Here's another one with the Binox 4Ks. The clarity on this thing is just amazing. I've got the normal Eagle Vision scope cam and then the Tacticam 5.0's downrange as well. Man, my yard is like a giant critter photography studio at this point. But if you're traveling around, these are a great option, the Binox 4Ks, to give you for filming, range finding, and just another option to scan the woods. Obviously, the night vision is kick-ass as well. US Optics sent me the TS20X to try out, and man, I'm loving this thing. It's a clean reticle, and it films great. 20X is a little much for 28 to 30 yards, but I'll film it probably 14, 15X or so. But this will serve me really well when I head out to the farms. I've been testing this new setup as well. Instead of crowning it the official Table for One 3.0, I think I'll give it a little bit more of a test ride. Let me know what you guys think of this setup. Here's one. I think this was at 20X. I didn't quite have the focus perfect, but man, that brings things in up close and personal. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on a big screen and how this looks. I'm still playing catch up from footage from the fall, but I have been getting out a little bit as the snow begins to fly. Later this week, I'm actually going to drop a video on my new indoor range that I'm building out when the weather gets really cold. So Pyramid Air and I will be doing a giveaway as part of that video series, so stay tuned this Thursday or Friday when I drop it. But let's get back to this guy, and I just got him the other day. I get a ton of questions about baiting, so let me clear things up a bit. I'm removing a pest animal. I'm not baiting in the woods, trying to change their natural behavior over time. I put out peanuts just when I'm going to thin the herd, and then this is their last meal. And more importantly, it brings them to a safe place to dispatch. There's always some comment either that starts with, I'm a hunter, but, or a Karen meltdown who doesn't bait their mouse traps, I guess. But either way, deep breath. I have an infestation of these things destroying my house. And quite frankly, if you made it this far, or actually, if you made it past the intro and you're still butthurt and want to tell me about it, your opinion means nothing. All right. Sorry for that rant 13 minutes into this video, but we're going to end with this guy. Make sure to check out Thursday for that next video drop. Thanks for watching the EDgun Leshiy channel. Want more backyard hunting videos? Grab your favorite beverage and get yourself caught up. There's hundreds just like the one you just watched. Here's a couple favorites to get you started.